everything's a software battle. And while that is very true at the upper end, on the lower end, specs are often the limiting factor. You need a certain level of hardware for the software to just be able to run with it. And so while with more expensive phones, I tend to weight things like user experience and level of bloatware and camera image processing, on the cheaper end, you basically just want to get as much good core hardware in place as possible. And there's one phone that I feel like has picked the best things to prioritize here. The Poco X5 Pro. Things like the chipset, the Snapdragon 778G, which is really good for both performance and battery life. Things like the screen, which honestly for anyone but the most hardcore techies will most likely feel flagship. Even the camera is a very respectable 108 megapixel sensor that if someone handed to me and said, use this instead of your iPhone 15 Pro or your Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultra camera for a few weeks, I would have no real issue with it because I know that with a very little bit of editing, I can get very close to the best phones out there. This is one thing that Xiaomi and their spin-off brands, Redmi and Poco, they do it right. But as you start to creep up to the mid-range category, you can be a little fussier. You can decide, well, you know what? I want my camera to have really powerful image processing, or I want my phone to have an aluminium frame instead of plastic, or wireless charging.